Guys, can we please talk about this gogo? They call her Gog Magitlana. Guys, here we're talking about greedy grandma. A granny, I'm talking about a 56-year-old lady working in a South African border in Beitbridge as a post guard. She worked there as a guard to make sure that she doesn't allow any illegal foreigners into our country. But Gog Magitlana loved money, and worst part, she noticed that she's going into retirement. She's about to turn 60 years in 4 years. So she might as well save more money for her and then allow illegal foreigners into our country. Guys, Gog Magitlana was not playing. She didn't care if you are wanted in a foreign country, in your own country. You are wanted in Maputo, you are wanted in Zimbabwe, you are wanted in Botswana. She doesn't care. As long as you have the money, you will come into South Africa. That's how she worked. This granny, she would take aspirin pills and then take bribes. Like, yo, guys, this lady didn't play. Like, she would make so much money when she had to go to check up because she was old. So she needed to take some blood pressure. She would skip hospital just to take bribes. The way she loved money, this granny. Someone with gray hair, she also has a walking stick. But when it comes to money, she'll throw that stick very far and get the money. So Gog Magitlana was just putting every kind into our country. Whether you are in human trafficking or you're doing this, you are a drug dealer, you're having drugs, you want to come into our country, as long as you have the moolah, as long as you have the money, Gog Magitlana will allow you with a smile. A lot of people kept crossing our border without even a passport, without an ID, nothing. Just a letter from someone's granny, and someone would cross our border because Gog Magitlana was on post. Gog Magitlana always said, there's a lot of illegal foreigners in our country. We might as well let more. The way she didn't care about her own country. So guys, Gog Magitlana is finally arrested. She was found with 3,100 rand of bribery money. 20 rands, 5 rands, 10 rands, like all different sorts of notes. It was in her purse, and she was found with 6 passports belonging to illegal foreigners. So guys, don't be like Gog Magitlana. Let's protect our country at all costs. Thank you.
Hello everyone, welcome to GNU According to CD, that is Government of National Unity. Hayi cha ngempela sivelele, sizalelwe yinje endlini. Wait, fellow South Africans, are you telling me this 52-year-old woman has not been seeing what's happening in South Africa? Them being called treasonists, us calling for them to be arrested, and she continues. I mean, the way this guy told this story, it's exactly how she was doing business, inverted commas. This woman doesn't care about South Africa and South Africans. I just hope and pray that she's not a parent and a grandmother, because what she's doing, her children's children are going to suffer the consequences someday. I hope she rots in jail. She loses her pension. She loses everything for having put our country at this risk. Imagine. She's not listening. So now why should anybody feel sorry for her? Tomorrow she'll be applying for bail. I hope they deny her bail. No, there is no way. The people of South Africa, they oppose bail. She's not listening. And I'm sure she's not the only one. And I think she's going to sing like a canary about others that she's doing this with. Because come on, 52 years old, 52 years old, people. Anyways, here's the full story. I found it on IOL. It was published about 2 days ago, the 30th of September, by Simon Majadibodu. I'm sorry to butcher his name. Basically, this is the article. The headlines are: Beitbridge border immigration officer nabbed after being found with 3,100 rand bribe money and 6 passports of foreigners. This should have said illegal foreigners. A 56-year-old woman employed as an immigration officer at the Beitbridge port of entry in Musina, Limpopo, has been arrested for allegedly taking bribes from foreign nationals coming into the country illegally. 6 illegal foreigners were also arrested in the police operation. Limpopo Police Provincial Spokesperson Brigadier Hlulani Mashaba said the woman was nabbed during a sting in the morning of September 29th by members of Operation Vala Umgodi. Mashaba said, I'm sorry, that caught me off guard. Wow, what an operation. Mashaba said the men and women in blue conducted a sting operation at 6:30 a.m. using surveillance to root out corruption within its ranks. During surveillance, a complainant observed an individual approaching the immigration officer, leading to an exchange of money. The audacity. Mashaba said the police started an investigation and later found the officer in possession of 3,100 rand, which she could not account for. He said she was also found in possession of 6 passports, which belonged to foreign nationals. The owners of these passports were traced and located on buses arriving from Malawi, awaiting processing at the port of entry. Mashaba said the foreigners aged between 27 and 43. What on earth are you leaving your country at 43 for? Were interviewed by the police and failed to provide satisfactory explanations concerning their passports and the cash found in the officer's possession. The Limpopo Provincial Anti-Corruption Unit was alerted and both the money and passports were seized and registered as evidence, he said. Only goodness knows, prior to 6:30, how many others successfully entered South Africa through this corrupt, evil woman. He said the woman, together 6 foreigners, were scheduled to appear in the Musina Magistrates Court on September 30. Meanwhile, Major General Samuel Manala, the acting provincial commissioner of police, welcomed the arrests and commended the police's ongoing efforts to eradicate corruption within the ranks of law enforcement. Mashaba said police investigations are ongoing. That is the end of the article. But come on. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. You are they not watching the news in Malawi? Is there television in Malawi? Do they have, I know I'm speaking like an ignorant African American. I'm talking about the ignorant ones, not the ones that I'm talking about the ignorant one before I am misunderstood. It, I'm speechless. Honestly speaking, I am so speechless right now because rage is building up in me. Because this is not the only person that's doing this. The Border Management Authority of South Africa, they are as corrupt as Home Affairs. They are one and the one things. Let's not also forget the South African police. Yes, these South African police may be doing their jobs because there was a tip-off. But they once these guys are inside, They get bribed so that they are not sent back home by the subs. This is absolutely upsetting. I do not want to lie. I am raging inside. Raging. I'm just glad that the gentleman that told this story told it the way he did. Because, man, I would want to rip this person's reputation apart because she's a treasonist. She hates South Africans. She hates her own family because some of these guys that are coming illegally into our country, they're the ones who break into our homes. And then one day they wouldn't know that she's the one who helped them at the border gate when they break into her house with guns blazing and probably wipe out her entire family, all because of her. No, she doesn't think about that. She doesn't think about her girl children or girl grandchildren who might tomorrow will be deleted by these people because they foster. Like I'm talking about them forcing themselves onto her grandchildren, who is a girl, probably even kidnap her. For what? To turn her into a prostitute in Hillbrow, Campton Park, and you name them. All because of her work, her evilness. This is upsetting. I don't want to lie. This is not right, guys. This is not right that South Africans have to be put in this position every single day. Are these people not listening? Please put body cams on these people. Put body cams. They're not allowed to switch them off, even when they are off duty, because they can always rearrange or schedule meetings. Some of them probably even have the Home Affairs machines to generate passports and permits and you name them. This is not right. It's not okay. It is not okay. Oh my goodness, it's not okay.